All right, full transparency post or video, depending on where this ends up. Life is hard sometimes, right? And I think this year has been full of a lot of good things, but at the same time, a lot of hardships and negative things too. And yeah, it's been a lot of blessings, but a lot of hardships. And I think even like the death of an old version of me and the rebirth of a new, right? And she's still coming into the light, and I'm still figuring out who I am and my purpose. I feel more aligned though with my purpose and my mission than ever before, and who I truly am in my authentic self. But it's taken a lot of pain and a lot of heartbreak to get there. You know what I mean? And yeah, I feel like to finally be in my own place is great. But I think that ever since I've gotten back in August, and just been in America, I feel like I've been going since I got back. Like the day I flew back, the very next day I was up at 7 a.m. I had to take the trash cans out and put them outside, and then I was like, well, I'm already up, so let me just go handle business, right? So yeah, I just feel like I've been going and been really busy, and I had a feeling this era, this time would be about action and me putting in effort towards the life that I say I want or say I wanted, So I'm not complaining, right? Hard work, you get results from putting in efforts. But I think that now that I finally have my own place, no furniture or nothing yet, but I actually have a lot of stuff, and I'm grateful for the things I do have. There's so much to be grateful for. And I think that now when I get sometimes moments to myself of just peace, which I've also been praying for a while, and quiet, and I'm not busy, sometimes that's when the emotions hit. So when I said transparency, yes, was I just crying? Like bawling my eyes out to the point to where I'm coughing and I'm choking and I gotta like take deep breaths to calm down? Yes. And that's okay. It's a lot of feels. I'm not gonna cry on y'all camera. I'm trying to hold it back, but it's a lot of feels. And just check up on your loved ones. I know we all lead different lives simultaneously at the same time, right? And we get caught up in our day-to-day, but remember to check on the ones that you love and that you care about, because they're not always doing okay. And literally texting friends and stuff, like, I had got my hair done for my birthday, so excited. It was really nice. The girl who did my hair was super nice, and it was free for me because she just wanted to build her clientele, which I pray and hope that she does. She's a beautiful person with she just seems like a good, genuine person with like a good heart and real, you know what I mean? So I pray that she gets her clientele built. Kari Styles, I think is the name of it. I think I was saying it wrong at first. But if you're in the Bay Area, she's in Alameda, check her out. She did her thing. She did her big one. But it's just that like I have so much to be grateful for and thankful for, and things work out. But then now like I'm off work for the next few days. And I really have a moment to rest, and I'm tired because I've still been going. But then I feel sad. It's like these feelings come up, and I think it's because I've been going, so I haven't had time to address and really deal with and emotionally process everything that's been happening. And so, yeah, just years of stuff, especially like recent things, but also especially with the holidays coming around. Like Thanksgiving is normally a time you come together with family, and that can have good and bad memories for different people, right? But I think that there's so much to be grateful for, just to speak on a positive note, right? We have to count our blessings, and there's, like I've said in previous videos, and just even if you talk to me and you know me, there's so much to be grateful for. So I'm trying to just focus on the good. But I think I'm human, and it's okay to say that sometimes when I get time to myself, especially like when I don't have work, like I'm not as busy, there's not as much structure, those sad feelings come in, It's been a lot. I feel like dealing with a breakup, not once, but twice, with the same person. So that's difficult too. I had thought that ended earlier this year, gave it a second chance, and then got heartbroken all over again in the worst ways. I don't understand how you can see someone hurting but say that you love them and then inflict more pain and hurt, you know what I mean, and lie and deceit. But we're all human, right? Yeah, I don't even know what to say positive about that one. I guess that's teaching me a lesson, and there's something from that I needed to learn, heal from, and grow, which I'm still learning and healing from and growing. Family is interesting too, right? I think this year a lot has taught me that I need to make sure I'm good and taken care of and focus on me and not depend on anybody else for anything or expect anything from anybody else. A long time ago in high school, I saw a quote called by Shakespeare, and it had said, "Expectation is the root of all heartache." And it resonated with me so much, and I loved it because it's so simplistic, but it made sense to me. It was like, I'm getting heartbroken because of these expectations that I have of the men around me or the people around me. And then when you think about your expectations and whether or not you place the same expectations on your partner as your friends, as your family, or if they differ. And I noticed for me, like friends, my expectations are way lower than my family and my man, right? Which is interesting. But I think it's good to have boundaries and to know your worth, and people will treat you how you allow them to treat you, right? So to have standards and not allow people to walk over you, misuse you, anything like that. But it's also like, okay, don't expect too much, right? I think even in the way in which I give and that I show up or show love to those around me or those that I care about, I think I've been seeing a lot of posts and just people talking like, don't expect you from other people. And I don't expect me from other people. I was just talking to the girl who did my hair about this, right? Like, you give if you have a big heart and you're caring and you're giving, but you don't expect or do it with the expectation of getting something in return. At least I don't, you know what I mean? I do because it brings me joy to give to others that I care about. It makes me happy, and it's almost like a natural, like, I don't have to think about considering those that I care about. It'll be like, oh, I'm out, oh, they said, you know, they need this, and if I can get it, let me get it. Or, oh, I know they would like this too. Or, oh, her favorite color is purple, and here's some purple pens, and it's at the dollar store. It's not going to cost me much. Let me get her this purple pen because it's her favorite color. Or, you know what I mean? I feel like, think about those that I care about while I'm out leading and living my life. And yeah, we all have different love languages, so me getting a gift may not mean as much to someone as me telling them I love them or how much they mean to me in my life or their value. Or maybe if it's physical touch, a hug, you know what I mean? Or acts of service, like helping a friend clean up, or helping them with homework, you know, if they're a student, or whatever that may be, right? It's different for everybody and how we receive love and give love and need to receive love in order to feel love, right? But I think that it's important. My friend Brandon said it too, and I can't remember the exact words that he said, but he said, give without expectation, but where there's reciprocation. I want to say that's something he said. And I think even like earlier in Ghana this year, when I was just like realizing that like I'm the type of person where if someone who I love calls me and says they needs me, or even calls, I'll drop everything and answer the call. Like I'll feel guilty if I see you're calling me and I don't answer the call. Like if I'm not busy and I see it ringing, even if I am busy doing something, I like feel like, okay, I feel pressure. Like you got to answer. What if they need you? What if it's this? You know what I mean? And then by the time I get back, like until I call you back, I feel a weight of like, let me call that person back. I call back, and most times I will drop everything and answer because of the guilt. I feel like, okay, I got to call them back. Like that's on my to-do list. That's something to do. And so the same way in which I'll drop everything and show up for other people and those around me who I love and care about, I realize while in Ghana, I need to do that for me. I need to show up for me. And so, yeah, I think it's been eye-opening, but also hurtful to see that people don't always show up for you in the same way as you would show up for them. And that was an eye-opening moment for me to realize, because I don't look at it like that. I don't do tit for tat, you know? I just do. And then I also am not a person to ask for much. I don't like asking for things. I don't like asking for help. So oftentimes you can never tell or know if someone will really do things for you or be there for you in the way that you need them to if you never ask, right? But if they truly love and care about you, then when you ask, they would come through without a doubt, especially if you're known to do that for them and reciprocate that energy. So it's been eye-opening to really see who my real support circle is. I think who's really there for me and who would do things for me. Even, you know, going to Ghana, it was surprising to see who spoke to me, who stayed in touch, who checked in on me. I think a lot of people don't take into account that when you're in another country, it's different than traveling, going on vacation, right? When you're staying somewhere for an extended period of time, there's a lot of change and adjustments. You have nothing that's familiar. It's difficult. It's very difficult. And I feel like people handle it differently, but that's why I'm so grateful for the people who I met on the trip who also were going through the same thing and bonded with them. And I still stay in touch with like 3 of those people. So that's beautiful. And I feel like those will be lifelong friends. But I don't know. I feel like there are still good, kind people in the world who reciprocate that energy. For instance, today I'll insert some clips or whatever. When I moved into my place and I got my keys, there was a girl in the building waiting for the leasing agent too, and I don't know what her issue was, but we just talked. Like, I was just, you know, talking to her because we were waiting, just being nice and sweet, and she was really nice and sweet, and she told me that she felt safe here, and that was huge to me to hear. And yeah, I said bye and that I would see her around, and then we went about our ways. Well, my apartment has like a messaging, like a group chat type thing, and so we she posted, like, I don't always get notifications for the group chat for the apartment, but like I got like a free trash can and trash bags from someone who was trying to give it away. I think they're moving. That was a blessing, another example of kindness, right? But then also I got a notification saying she decided she was going to go home for Thanksgiving, and she ordered a factor box. And does anybody want the food? She doesn't want it to go bad, but she's gone. She's leaving. So I was like, what? Like, you don't even know. Like, times are, it's a struggle. You know what I mean? But I'm making it work and I'm getting by. But I just think that, like, I was trying to figure out, like, what am I going to eat for Thanksgiving as far as food, right? Like, I'm pretty sure as far as like CalFresh and EBT, that's going to be out the window with this new job. But then how much taxes they take out of your paycheck for what you're left with is not as much as I anticipated I would have, right? And trying to manage and juggle everything. The first is coming up, rent's going to be due, budgeting. So it's just like trying to fit everything in. And I was like, all right, you know, we just gonna make what I have work, you know, utilize resources and pantries and stuff like that when I can. And then when I saw that, I was like, what? And then she was like, I remember you, you know, and she was just like, yeah, you know, it's in the mailroom, use my code or whatever, and you can get the food. And I don't think she'll see this, but if you're watching this, thank you. Yeah, I was like, wow, I was just taken aback. It's 8 free meals. And I warmed it up. They're good too. Like, they've never been frozen. You just microwave them for a little bit. It's meal prep. I was like, wow, hopefully when money gets better, like maybe that's something I can order in the future for myself. But it's just like the biggest treat. And it's not even something like when I pray that I could have asked for. You know, I couldn't have asked specifically for this, but it just fell in my lap and worked out the way in which it did. And it's truly a blessing. And I'm so grateful. And to like fully wrap it around full circle with the spirit of the holidays, I'm very grateful for things like this, you know what I mean? When we're talking about things to be grateful for, like, even though I've spoke about a lot of pain and sufferings briefly, right? I think that the world is such a beautiful place, and it's what you make it, and you get out of it what you put into it, right? And it's all about mindset and perspective, and positivity. And I just try to be a good person. I try to be better than the person I was yesterday. I try to be the type of person in the world that I would want to interact with or deal with or know, or I try to be the person that I'd want to ideally deal with, right? And so it's nice when those random acts of kindness are met back just from genuine people. So I appreciate that. The food was so good too. Like, I'm feeling full. That really did make me happy. and I'm trying to focus on the good. Like my hair is done, you know what I mean? But it's moments like that where the tears come, right? So I think talking it out helps me. But this was a long little intro. The whole point or idea why I got to pull out the GoPro is because sometimes when I'm sad, I eat sweet stuff. Sweets, right? And I think sweets is better than some other vices. In moderation. So they have croffles. Have you tried a croffle? I don't think y'all tried a croffle. If you haven't tried a croffle, you need to try a croffle. So the first time I tried it was when I was in Antioch and I was sad. Another day I was sad. And so I was like, you know what, let me order something sweet to make me feel better. It actually does work, you know what I mean? Every once in a while, as long as you're not doing it in excessively. So a croffle is the first time I tried it in Antioch. Oh, it's like all coming off, but I hope you can see. But it's a croissant and a waffle. It's kind of a mess. But yeah, like a croffle is the best thing out. I don't know if you've tried it. It's a croissant and a waffle. I have Nutella, whipped cream, bananas. Amazing. It'll definitely make a bad day better. It's funny, I actually recently had one because I went to go visit family, and my mom had ordered one for me, my grandmother, and my brother, but with Nutella and strawberries. So good. This place doesn't have a strawberry one. So I got that. And let's see. I got also a boba. Because, you know, when you're on DoorDash, sometimes they have certain, like, amount requirements to get a discount. And they have, like, a student Dash Pass discount for $4.99. I was like, you know, my thing is, I'm like, if I'm going to get food, I've always felt like DoorDash is so lazy when you have a car. Like, if you want the food and you're going to eat it, you might as well drive yourself if you have a car to get the food. Why can't I open this bag? But the thing about it today, I'm just tired. I'm really tired, even though, like, you would think I would just lay down and go to sleep if that was the case. But it's hard to wind down sometimes with just, like, everything on my mind. And I did have coffee earlier today, so. But, I was like, I'm just going to do it this one time. And, yeah. So, it's really nice, too, because they come to my door and stuff in here. But yeah, so, I'll probably end up canceling that DoorDash Jazz Pass because I just need to be getting the food. But also my check engine light is on, which I can insert. Ooh, that's so satisfying. I can insert a little video. I've just been driving around, check engine light coming on and off. Like, that's also another goal and something that I have that I want to do for my car soon is get my car fully repaired. I was talking to Maddie the other day, and I was going to Kaiser and to pick up some ibuprofen. I've been having bad headaches, and it's so embarrassing because when I hit my brakes, it squeaks hella loud. That was loud. It squeaks really loud, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and the thing about it is, I know I need new brakes, but I also know that the last time I got brakes, which had to at least be a year ago. Honestly, it could have been 2 years ago. I don't know. I'd have to do the math. At least a year ago, I was going to get the rotors. But I was talking to someone who deals with cars, and they was like, I'll do your rotors for you. Don't worry about it. Just do the brakes right now. That never happened. So I know I need rotors. Like, even when I'm driving on the freeway and stuff, I guess, like, my wheel will shake. It'll shake. So I guess I need rotors to line it out. So anyways, I need brakes, rotors, to see why the check engine light keeps coming on and off, to get that fixed. I want to get a back camera. I've been wanting to get a back camera installed for a while in Apple CarPlay. My seat warmer on the driver's side does not work, but my seat warmer on the passenger side works. Also, my AC doesn't get as cold as it should, but it's winter now, so I can worry about that when it goes back to summer. I need new windshield wipers. I want to get the inside of my car cleaned because there's like a stain on the right side from when I first bought the car used that was already there. So I just want to get it shampooed and cleaned, but like also on the top of it. And yeah, I have dents in it. I would like to get the dents out, but that's not major. I mean, dents is not a problem, but it's like I own the car. It's paid off, so might as well fix it up nice so it'll last is what I'm thinking. But I did just get an oil change because I thought that would help with the check engine light, but it's still coming on and off. It did pass smog, so I guess it's not a big issue is what I'm told, but it still gives me anxiety, right? Because everyone wants to know that they have reliable transportation. Any day, knock on wood, you know what I mean? If that car were to just stop, that's going to affect my money flow. That's going to affect me working. That's going to affect, you know, my livelihood, being able to pay rent, everything. So it is a little bit of anxiety because you want everything to be together and, you know, copacetic. But that's something I'm working to get fixed. I need to find a good mechanic who won't overcharge me and someone to go to get things fixed. But yeah, I don't know. That was just a long little rant. But again, so much to be grateful for. The main theme. This is just a random chit chat talk with me. I am happy that me talking has kind of calmed me down a little bit and the tears are less wanting to come. This is Okinawa milk tea boba. I like the brown sugar Okinawa. This is just Okinawa. This is Dessert Cafe. It's in Berkeley. I think the first place I got the croffle from was a place in Concord. I don't know the name of that place. I'm not going to say whether or not I like them better because I have to try this croffle first. But I love boba. Like, boba also turns a sad day into a better day. It's really good. It's really good. Ten out of 10. It didn't even ask me the sweetness level I wanted on that. You know, most boba places will say like 25, 50, 75, 100. It didn't ask. But it's just the right amount of sweetness. Like, it's not overpowering. It's good. It's good. All right, I'm going to try the croffle, even though actually that was really sweet. And I feel like just the boba would have done it for me and not the croffle. I didn't need both. But I want to try it on camera because I was talking about how good it is. That is good. It almost tastes like a donut. I do think the croffles are better in Concord. I don't know. I like bananas, but maybe I'm biased because it has a banana on it and I got a big chunk of banana. If it had strawberries, maybe it would taste different. I'll listen to videos of the other kind they had. They had like ube, Biscoff, mango croffle, cookies and cream, creme brulee. Not a lot of options that I like, but it is good. You should get a croffle if you haven't had one. Again, I know Dessert Cafe is in Berkeley. There's a place in Concord. Depending on where you're watching from, yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed because it's a different type of joy if you like sweets. But yeah, like, thanks for watching this video with me. Comment, like, subscribe, or just watch for the vibes. I'm trying to build my channel and all my platforms. I'm on TikTok under the same name, Shaki Satomi. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just those are some of my goals coming up. I know we're about to start approaching a new year. It's not here quite yet, but in 2025, I definitely want to work on expanding my social media presence on YouTube and TikTok, building more of a brand for myself and connecting with more people in the community and just being myself and real and authentic, raw, who I really am. And for the people who enjoy me sharing my life, to subscribe and follow, and us really just come together and have a place where we can enjoy each other's company, whether that be through you watching my content and commenting and us interacting in the comments, or just, yeah, I guess you guys getting a little taste of the sneak peek into my life. I'm also on Instagram at Shaki Satomi. I'm a little bit more private with my Instagram because I post more frequently on there what I'm doing on a day-to-day. Not even day-to-day, just more often. But yeah, if you want to collab, you just want to talk, have any ideas, the comments is the best place, or add me on Instagram, or you can email me ShakiSatomi@gmail too if any business inquiries or you want to collab or you just want to have a heart to heart and say what's up. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.